just boosted a bit the brightness.
Yeah.
It's also because I put my screen on the max.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean we could boost. You have the
Uh,
list.
no, we don't have the list. And Devin, I have to go
But it's
here.
in a few minutes, no?
Yeah, they already posted the rounds, but All right. Welcome back to our third round of live streaming from the Nordics 2017 here in Taastrup Medborgerhus outside of Copenhagen, Denmark. We will get the stream up and running. In our third round, we have Maciej Reszpluski against Rune Prinslav. Rune Prinslav being a local Danish guy, Maciej being Polish.
Maciej.
Thank you.
We actually don't know if he's Polish.
We don't know.
It sounds.
Yeah, we assume. We actually don't know. Maciej, he's playing a fairly strong list. It's all Kashik defenders with Wookiee commandos. So a lot of Wookiees. 4 Ossitor gunships with Wookiee commandos. Rune Prinslav is playing a double contracted scout list and accompanied by Fenrau. One contract scout with plasma torps, Forlum, R4 Agromech, Atani Mindling on all of them, and guidance chips. And the second contract scout, the Proton Torpedo Scout with extra munitions, Boba Fett, R4 Agromech, also Atani Mindling and guidance chips. And then of course good old Fenrau with Atani Mindling, Concord Dawn Protector, the title, and auto thrusters. So I think that the Wookiees are in for some serious alpha strike action.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the overlay to work, but hopefully it will be soon.
Mm-hmm. All right. We have the deployment in opposite corners. The battle for positioning has begun. As we saw in our second round, the Ossitor gunship, the Wookiee gunship, it has a bit of problems. One of the problems is its lack of maneuverability. So the approach to the game, the approach to the first engagement is going to be super important. So it's really important that Maciej, how do you pronounce it?
Maciej.
It's really important that Maciej he gets the right approach to the game, and manages both to avoid being target locked down by the contracted scouts, but also manage to keep out of that dangerous range one shot of Fenrau with his 5 dice. Luckily though, Maciej, he has the advantage of having a considerable amount of health on the table, with 9 health on each ship, so that's 36 health altogether. And Rune, he has his work cut out for him in terms of managing to eat through that much. So Rune is now turning in with the scouts. Maybe he'll be barrel rolling back just to create a bit of distance. But they're side by side with Fenrau sneaking about in the back line of Rune's deployment zone. Whereas we have Maciej going in the left-hand side, or in the upper side of the stream, and he will most likely be hard turning in quite soon. Or do you think that he will try and see if he can manage to pull the scouts through the asteroid field?
I mean, concentrated fire can actually bring down a scout. Maybe that's what's in his mind. The scouts do have some maneuverability.
That's true.
So the rocks are not such a big problem. Maybe he will just continue and try to catch Fen.
Maybe
that would also be a...
Maybe what Rune is trying to do actually is not turning in towards the center, but simply maybe he will go fast forward 4 and then sloop and try and get down to Maciej's deployment zone, and then see if he can catch them off guard. Because it could also be a bit dangerous. Of course, the sloops is going to help Rune also because he out PS's all of the Kashyyyks.
Mm-hmm.
But it could be sort of like a tactic for Rune to try and move away from the gunships.
I have a feeling that he's not going to commit. It's very risky with all the asteroids. Maybe one forward. Let's see. The first ship moving will dictate how the others will move. But of course, we are approaching round 3, and we all know what round 3 means.
It means fire in the hole.
It's a bit surprising that he is turning in. That he positioned himself where most of the rocks are. Maybe for cover. Maybe he doesn't really care. But I think we'll be seeing some shots this turn.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can keep up even without the overlay, which is not opening. It's very slow.
Damn it, Angelo. I just did an amateurish move. I just put licorice in my mouth.
Eish. Clearly we are dealing with professionals on this side.
Okay.
And licorice, the worst kind of candy.
No. We're in Denmark. Licorice is mandatory.
All right, it's a beautiful approach. Now we can really enjoy without the overlay. We can finally look at the ships.
Yeah, no, that's actually his approach is quite. That's quite elegant actually. Yeah. Look how he in the next turn how he would avoid most of the asteroids.
Yeah. We should slap some soundtrack of Apocalypse Now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that would be amazing. Okay. One is. Either he took the bait or he's going for the challenge of trying to gunning down the gunships. Gunning down the gunships. Oh my God. He took a target lock on the front gunship. So that means that this round Fen Rao, he will be the token bearer. He will be the focus creator. Okay, Fen Rao, he's actually going the other way around. He's trying to create some distance between himself and the gunships. Takes the focus with Atani. All of them, they get focus. They were talking about changing the Atani. There was this FAQ that floated, or this errata list that floated around on the internet.
Somehow, I don't know if it was a dream I had. I thought that would be implemented soon, but no, not soon enough.
It disappeared again. Into the mists or the abyss of erratas. Wonder what happened with that.
They were testing what we thought of it.
Yeah.
So first torpedo.
Fen Rao doesn't have a shot. So first torpedo shot. Is it the
closest Wookiee?
Yeah, but I'm wondering, is this is it the plasma torp? Is he turning?
Alright, that is one green die.
Yeah, he used his focus. With R4 Agromech, he got his target lock back. So he's still target locked. That's 4 hits.
Yeah, shields down. Let's see if both of the players can roll the dice close to the camera so we can assess. Got 3 focus turned into hits. Jump Masters doing what they do best, which is to bring the pain on the Alpha Strike.
Hey, look how the contract scouts, they are so beautifully in the inside of the planet.
And the crit, and another crit.
Yes.
So
and that's the proton torp.
The closest Wookiee has taken 2 hits, 2 crits, lost all the shields. Jump Masters are having a party. That is what we can tell. So, with one of the crits being a direct hit, that means he's hanging by a thread. But nothing else to shoot it, so he will survive.
But the other crit being a stunned pilot, actually that doesn't matter so much since he's the front ship, and it's only when he bumps and he's PS1. So that might actually be almost a void crit. Alright.
Jump Masters evade,
That's what they do.
and not this time. So there's gonna be 2 shields down.
Focus, he can reroll with Wookiee commandos. That's 2 hits. No evades showing. Is that 3 blanks? I think that he blanked out on it.
Right, reroll in the focus.
Yeah, yeah.
2. It doesn't open. Neither this, neither the Safari. Just refuses.
All right. So we'll have to make do without the overlays right now. Technical problems. That's what happens. Return fire from the gunships. 2 hits. Is that 2 focuses showing? And he doesn't have a focus, so that's 2 hits going into to the front scout. Ooh, Mache, he might actually have been in the right, going for this initial engagement in the center of the field. The question is whether or not the contract scout. Of course, they already have their target lock, so they just need to get 1 focus. The question is if Rune is going for a 4K with the front contract scout, and then maybe for a 2 sloop with the other one, or he's going to try and create a bit more distance and use his primary weapons, and then maybe with the contract scout to the left to go a 3 bank, and then a 4K with the other one.
So they want to get out of Arc.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't think Fen will be fast enough to engage.
No, but I think that Fen is a deterrent here. He's basically, I think that he's going to fly Fen off. Why would Fen go into close combat with 4 Wookiee gunships? Don't you think that Fen, he's going to blast 5 forward and take a focus to give them more focus? It's of course, if he's going to K-turn with one of the contract scouts, then Fen, he needs to do a green maneuver in order to be able to take the focus.
But the contractor scouts will move first.
Yeah.
So,
but it's if one of the contract scouts does a K-turn, then they would all get stressed, right?
yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea.
No.
I mean, they want to get out of Arc. I would imagine the contract scout to the right could just turn to the right and barrel roll up, and still get some shots on the injured Wookiee and just kill it.
But Mache, he's played really smart because he spread the gunships over a fairly large space. So it's actually very difficult for Rune to escape completely. But it's the front contractor scout that has taken all the hits.
But it's not really a considerable amount of hits. He's not. I don't think he's in danger next round. Therefore, he doesn't necessarily have to use it as a bumper, but most likely that's what we're gonna see. He may set up for Fen to come and finish one of the Wookiees, but they can keep the pressure and try and bumping, disrupting as much as possible the navigation through the asteroids. Here they are. So the Wookiees are going straight, going for Fen.
And it's a contracted scout with one shield left. The question is if Marche he's going to move slow with the last ones in order to create a lot of different bumps, or if he believes that he can bump with the first one.
Okay, he's spreading.
Yeah, but now they can of course hard turn around the rock. Let's see if he can avoid being trapped with the contracted scouts right on his heels. The contract scouts of course have turret primaries, so for him it's going to be important that that he
So
doesn't end up in a bad
He
position.
does move to the right,
Okay.
and he can maybe fit the barrel roll up, but mostly he's out of arc.
rock, and he'll be in the rock.
Yeah, no, so this is not possible. But it's a very advantageous position.
And then the question is if he is following around with the second scout. So he takes focus, supplies them all with focuses. The question is if he's going to commit Fen already. Ooh, and it moves the other direction. It of course still has a range 2 shot with its primary weapon on the on one of the gunships. So it's the one to the right, on the right hand side, which is the damaged scout. Let's see, this is going to be interesting what he's doing with Fen. He's moving him, banking him in. Should he?
I mean, he's in range, but that looks like range 3.
Is range 3 and with
Only
the
of
first
one.
lesson. Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a big problem. He's even going for the kill, trying to get the weak one. He shoots first, so he has all the advantages.
Range 2.
Fen for the kill. 2 crits and no. Was that not enough to kill it?
Well, it has 6 hull, right? And it had taken a direct hit and another printed. Okay, let's see.
Okay, it just refuses to die.
No, it should. This is the crit going in. That's the one with stun, pilot, and the direct hit, and there it goes. So first blood from Rune Prinslund. Of course, it's also really difficult. He just ate 2 torpedoes. He knows that now. A shot from Fenrir.
There was not much hope for that Wookiee.
No.
There's always one who takes the heat.
Yeah. But Mathieu, he still has one that can shoot on the damaged contract scout, and 2 that can shoot on the other. Rune has 1 primary shot left. It's 1 hit.
And range 2. Wookiee on the right, on the jump master on the right. That's only one. And seems like he evaded.
All, yeah. Ooh, that's a range 1 shot.
That is the one on the left, shooting on the jump master on the right.
And taking
2 shields.
2 shields. No, 2 hits. Mm, range 2 shot.
And the middle one, 2 for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, jump masters are
Jump
incredibly
masters are evil.
agile.
Jump
Kind of
masters are evil.
large base ship is so agile.
There's been so many different attempts over since the release of the Jump Master in Wave 8, maybe? Yeah, I think the Jump Master came in Wave 8. Nerfing different different aspects of it. But they just keep coming back and back and back.
Yeah, but not the elite pilot of the contracted scouts.
No,
That
because
would
they
be,
nerfed Deadeye and all these things, right? But let's see in the errata papers that were supposedly leaked from original FFG documents, there was suggested, amongst other things, that they didn't have an EPT, as far as I remember. No, and that they would change the tiny mind thing to only covering 2 ships.
Mm-hmm.
But none of it has been realized. So right now we are where we are. Jump Master still being very strong in the meta. I like Fenrau. Fenrau's cool. All right. Let's see where the movement. Actually, he's really considering his options here.
Who to focus and
Yeah.
where is Fan gonna be? You don't want to be in front of Fan.
No, and the question is if he's taking the battle to Fen, or if he's adamant that he wants to kill the contracted scout. Of course, getting Fen Rao into range 1, that's like an angry hornet.
Yeah.
Just peppering you with shots.
So this is how Hune approached the game. First wave, the scouts did very well, range 3. And now they are preparing to sloop, or
Yeah, to sort of to pinch Marsh's Wookiees in. It's interesting, right? Because the way that it has worked is that the
but actually the round 2 we kind of saw this coming. I'm not sure if things are going according to Massier's plan, but he's not so close to bringing down the ship.
no.
It's getting harder and harder.
And actually, Rune's initial engagement with the contracted scouts, and then the second wave being Fen Rao, that was interesting. Okay. Let's see. They're getting ready to move with one of the gunships moving, continuing its movement or continuing its attack on one of the contracted scouts.
Yeah.
and he's trying to make the distance as small as possible.
All right, so that's a bump, but calculated bump.
Mm-hmm.
He goes through a rock
Yeah.
and unfortunately rolled out of the mat, so we don't know if he took. He took one shield. Right, he was confirming the crits.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so all the gunships have moved. Now, Rune is contemplating his, and there's a big move from Rune, slooping down, facing the gunship.
Everything is so bad. The program is telling me that it's not handling. It's like I feel like I have to refresh and lower the quality. I mean refresh by restarting, because otherwise I can't open any of the.
Okay, but then should we just say it? Then?
Yeah. All right. So actually, our streaming program is informing us that we are overloading somehow the server, and it's not handling the amount of information. And the best thing I can do, maybe I'll get the overlay working if I just do a quick restart of the system to see. So let's hope that not a lot happens. The ships are kind of flying away. Let's see. I'll be fast.
All right.